Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am your host Muhammad Tayyib Iqbal Bones and welcome to my channel. I have started a series of videos in which I will show you how to use AutoCAD to draw building construction drawings. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself. I am working as an MEP designer since 2002 and I gained an experience over 21 years in which I served various companies of Pakistan, Kuwait, UAE, and I also remotely worked on some of Saudi based projects. I was lucky that I got a chance to prepare design drawings, shop drawings, and their as built for architectural, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and civil defense services. Moreover, I also got a chance to attend meetings with client and authority representatives. Following is the list of some of the companies I have served, and below are the slides for the perspective of some of my projects which I have worked on in various companies. I will scroll through them slightly. These are not all of my projects, these are some of the projects which I have worked as a team member. Since 2 years, I am also working as an MEP design trainer and I am working for TrustCAD Design Institute. Course which we are going to practice is of basic type, and if you want to practice on advanced courses, feel free to contact us. So let's begin and let's go to our index. So here is the course, the syllabus, or you can say your index which we are going to practice, and I have already uploaded a video on how to keep file and folders and introduction and basic project theme. So now we will move on as on our list. So let's begin by the grace of Allah. So from today we are going to start our exercises to practice the commands and to understand some concepts regarding the building design. So I will open my folder. So if you will see that I have 6 different folders right now in front of your eyes. D01, D02, D03, D04, D05, D06. Actually, it represents days. So let's go to day 1. In day 1, I have 5 files. So maybe we will try to practice these 5 files in the same video or maybe in 5 different videos. So let's open the first file. It's actually already open. So before, okay, first let's see what we have here. Down I have this is my title block. This thing, it is called title block. Okay, so title block is actually a thing, you can say in short, which gives you the summary what's going on. So in here I have mentioned the name of our institute, and this is my institute logo, and here is the drawing title, that day 1 week 1 exercise 01 means for the first week, for this is the exercise for the first day of first week of the student. And in exercise they are going to create room with line command. Target time is 5 minutes maximum, and that is an ideal time. You must try to finish this within 5 minutes, and if you are unable to do so, no problem, you can try again. So, and here it is mentioned who draw this. It's drawn by me, and this scale of file is 1:100, authorized by me, because I am the main authorized person here, and the file number is MWD 011-01-01. And here is the note: draw this entire diagram in given time by using line command only, as taught by the instructor. Sorry again. And to give dimensions, simply use dim linear, DLI, dim continuous, DCO. There is a spelling mistake here. I will correct it inshallah. And dim align, DAL. For leaders use LE, and for text just use copy CO, shortcut key. In brackets I have the shortcut commands. You will study these commands in detail in upcoming lectures. Dimension style is already set in your template. So where is template? So I will just go back. This is a file which is called template. If I will open it, you will see here is a dimension style, here is a leader, and this is the text already there. So this file I am giving this giving it, I am always giving these files to my students so they can practice it, but I will teach you how to make this thing. Let's come back to the exercise. So first of all, why I choose only line command. This entire room is drawn only by using the line command. There is no offset, there is no copy, there is no mirror, nothing like that. The reason is that when I start teaching people about the AutoCAD, I saw there are many people who are very who feel it very comfortable to use keyboard, but for the some people it is very difficult to type, and especially to type fast. So that's why I try to create some exercises which requires a lot of typing, so it may improve their typing speed. So we will do this only by using line command, and when we will go to our future exercises, then I will teach you the other ways also how to make this room. Now let's study the drawing. I will just zoom it out to have a clear view. So we can see this is a top view or plan view of a room, and the name of the room is room 1. So this is also another thing, because many people they are just learning the AutoCAD but they doesn't know how to use it. See, there are some different views to work on a drawing. We have a top view or plan view, we have elevational view, we have sectional view, and we have isometric view. So top view means we are watching this building, this room from above, okay, without roof. You can just imagine. So in this case we will see just the depth and the length of our walls, but we can't see how much height, how much is the height of our walls. These lines they are representing walls, and the standard thickness for the wall is 200 mm. That's why I have mentioned it typical. This thing we call it leader. So basically it indicates, if we want to indicate any specific area that what is all about, so we are always giving a leader to it, and after that we are giving a tag or text to it. And these things, this is called dimensions. Simply you can say it is a distance. So because when someone is going to work on site, if someone is going to build this room, he has to know what are the sizes. So that's why we are adding dimensions, and because of dimensions he can understand how much is the sizes of the thing. So you can see my room is basically 7500 mm, means 7.5 meter by 5 meter, and for external dimensions are 7.9 meter by 5.4 meter. Always keep in your mind that we are working in in millimeters. We are always working in millimeters when we are working on decimal scale. There are small leaders as well, in which I have mentioned that this text is coming in a layer which is called a text, and the color of the layer must be 100 and line weight must be 0.25. And for dimension, again I have a leader, and it's mentioned that the layer name is a dim, layer color is 223, line weight is 0.2 mm. And same thing, there is wall, and for wall we have another layer which is called a wall, and the layer color is 135 and line weight is 0.35. Why I did like this? Because again the same thing, when I was working in the companies and I took over 100 interviews of the different candidates, what I found, them the freshers, they doesn't know anything what is layers. They know that there is layers option in AutoCAD, of course they know, but they doesn't know what is the idea, what is the main aim to use the layer function. So that's why. And most of the people, they don't know how to give dimensions properly. They just know that yes, there is a command dimension. So for the beginner it is really very difficult. That's why I created the dimension styles, so they will be by the time they will get used to it. So that's why I added it in first exercises. So first of all we will make a template, because you people can't work if you don't have a dimension style templates. But again I am going to tell you, it will be of a basic type, not of advanced level. Advanced level dimension style we have it in our future here. In when we will reach this part of the our index, at that time we will study it in detail. So let's go back. I will just make it, I will just style it like this. To tile this, we have different options, but I am just using it like this, in this way. Okay, so I will just drag it. So now it's all right for us. Now we have this view, we have this view, and I hope you can see both of them. Again, we don't know we don't want this view cube, so I will just go to my view bar and I will turn off this, I will turn off this, and I will turn off my UCS icon as well. Again, this is our x-axis, this is y-axis, and the deep one is the z-axis. Okay, let's come back to home. Now we will open a new file to prepare our template. Once we will make a template, we will we can copy it again and again. So first of all, we will hit UN, enter, and after that our units must be decimals. Sorry, our length units is decimal, and it must be in millimeters, and just hit OK. And we don't need this grid, this background thing is called grid. So simply click here and grid mode, and it mentions that F7. So even if I will hit F7 from my keyboard, this grid will go. Okay, it will disappear. Now for first of all, we have to prepare a dimension style. So we will just hit D from our keyboard, D, and then space bar or enter. Now this is called our dim style manager, but we will not study it in detail. So just you have to make sure that your current dimension style is standard. Then go to modify. When we came to modify, leave line section. Okay, as I told you, this is very it will be difficult for you people if I start telling you about details about these all things. Here arrow size, we will make it 1.5, we can make it 1.8, or we can make it 2. Okay, make it 2 for the time being. It's no, keep it 1.5, that's all right. Again, if our printing scale is 100, you can it should be minimum 1.5 and maximum 2. And now here is the text style. So keep our text styles standard, and our text height make it 2 as well, and the text placement make it above and aligned with dimension line. Okay, and here comes the text offset, make it 0.15 or make it 0.25. That's fine, 0.25 is okay. And go to fit. Here both text and arrows and overall scale make it 100. The purpose why we are making this overall scale 100 is that this 2 will multiply by this 100, and we will get a net height of 200 mm. And for this 1.5 will multiply with this factor which we are going to type here, 100, and it will be okay for us. Alright, now we will go to the primary units. These are okay, remaining everything is okay. That's it. As I told you, right now our main aim is not to make dimension style, it is just for you to understand it. So now if I will give a dimension, let's see what will happen. Okay, we have to make a big line first. Let's say, as I told you, if we want a line, we can just give our dimension. My dimension is 5000. So now I make a line. Now I will make a dimension for this. To give dimension, as I have mentioned here, the shortcut key is DLI, dim linear, because this is straight dimension. For straight dimensions, we will use dim linear command, DLI, and then enter. You can also choose from your annotation, but again the same, or you can go to dimension menu and you can choose from here as well. But our main aim is to work fast, and for this it will be better if you type on keyboard directly. This is my starting point. To give dimension, I click on my starting point and second click on my end point, and just after that I have to I have to give a direction to it, either it could be upwards or downwards, and when I will done, just make another click, and we are using left clicks. Okay, so everything is all right. I don't want these 0 0 0 0 after the dot, so I will again go to dim dimension. I will modify it, and I will go to the primary units, and I will make my precision 0. That's it. Okay, so we have created a dimension style for our as an our template. So just save this file. To save, simply hit Ctrl plus S key together, or type save. Save, save and enter. Okay, and give a location wherever you want to save this file. So I will go to I will just simply go to my desktop, and I will save it as template. This is template. Okay, so once you have done it, just copy it. Okay, do not start working on it directly, or if you want to practice dimension things, then okay, in this case you can create it again and again. I saved it. Now I have my dimension style. Now I need a leader. So for leader, I will simply type LE leader. It comes Q leader. Okay, that's all right. Now we have to give our first point, and then we have to give our second point, and after that we will just hit escape, and yes, we get our arrow. This is our leader. See, I select it, and I will go to properties by pressing Ctrl 1 key. I have my leader now. All right, so now we need to create text. So a text which we can use, as you can see in my template, I have a text here, right? So in AutoCAD we have two different types of text: single line text and double line text. Again, I am going to repeat it, that this is practice. Our main aim is not to learn this dimension, leaders or text, but I will tell you briefly about it. To draw the text simply, you can go here and annotation and text. You can select multi-line text or single line text, or you can type DT from your keyboard, and when the command will come, just hit enter or space bar or right click. So it is saying specify start point of text. So this is my start point. Height, I need 200, that's it. And angle, I need the angle 0. And what is the text you want? So I will just say template, template, that's it. Now see, this text is coming like this. So if I will go to the properties, it is the justification of left. What I will do, I will click on it, and I will make it middle left. Okay, so our text came aligned with this arrow. Some people, they are not taking care of this, but I took a lot of care about it, because I was lucky that I worked with some international and multinational companies as well, so they have their own standard always to work on. And I was lucky enough that I worked as CAD manager and assistant CAD manager in some of the companies, so we will maintain these standards. So again, I will copy this thing, and I will move it down 300 mm. All right, why I make 300 mm? Because this text height is 200 mm, this is 200 mm, so it is better if we have a clear distance in among them. So now we are ready, we are set. So what I will do, maybe I will work in the same file, maybe I will work in various files. So but you have to save this template files, and every time make a copy, give the drawing number, the same drawing number to all files, in a way that you must have these 5 AutoCAD files separately. Don't make a habit to work only in one file. So now we are going to start. So first of all, we are going to start with the wall, and before we start, we must create a layer of the wall. So I will type LA from my keyboard, and I will hit enter. A dialog will come like this, okay, or a window will come like this. This is called our layer. So I will just click here, where in this section, they see there are one filter section, one name section, and one is a different section. Okay, first here, and we will press Alt plus N key. Alt and N, or just right click and new layer. Okay, so we are going to draw a wall, so we will make a layer with a wall. A stands for architectural, means this is architectural wall. Okay, we will make it our current layer, and we will give the color 135. If see, this is the color button, we will click here and we can make it 135. It is not necessary that you follow the same color, but the line weight, try to follow the same line weight color. You can choose of whatever color you like. Line type, leave it for line for the time being, and let's go to line weight and select your line weight 0.35. Okay, so line weight has been selected. After that we have a second layer which is for architectural text. Again Alt plus N, we got another layer and a text, and the color is 100 and the thickness is, line weight is 0.25. Here we selected it, and that's it. Now we need a third layer which is for architectural dimension, and we go here a dim. Good thing about the video is that this is a video. If you will not understand anything, you can just rewind it and you can rewatch it. That's all. And right now we haven't started our exercises yet, so don't worry. You don't take a pressure of 5 minutes. This is for a speedy person. Okay, if it will take more time for you, not a big issue. Try to repeat it as many times as you can. And this will be 2 to 3, and the thickness is 0.20. If I will work in my, as I working normally, it will be very fast, so nobody won't understand anything. All right, we have done. Now I will give the command of line. We all know we can click here, or we can go to this draw and we can select line from here, or we can just press L and hit enter, space bar, or right click. Okay, so anywhere click on your drawing. Now it is asking the distance. So here, from here we can give a distance of 5000 by typing 5000, because my room is internally 5000. Okay, now no need to cancel the command. We are going upwards, and here our dimension is 7500. Then we will come to left side, again 5000, and then we will come downside and it will be 7500. So we have drawn our this boundary. There are many ways to do it, but as I said, I want the beginners to get a strong grip on their keyboard, so that's why I'm doing like this. Now there is a thing how they will make this wall thickness. So see, by tracking, object tracking option, we can do this as well, but we can't do it accurately. It will take a lot of time. So what we are going to do, we will just make a line from here to this side and make this dimension to distance 200. Now we got this distance, and again we will come down a distance of 200. All right. So now we get this edge from where we have to start. So we will give another line from here to here, and the distance will be 5400. The reason why 5400, see, it's mentioned here. The same distance, same dimension will follow here as well. So this is 5400, and then this one is 7900, and then this one is 5400, and again this one is 7900. That's it. Hit escape. Now see, we can see a duplication here. So if I will make this left selection, it will select everything. So here I am going to select through this one, this kind of window. Just erase it. To erase, select your object, press E and enter. Or you can do another way, that simply give the command of erase by typing E, then spacebar, select your object and just hit enter. It is gone. You can see now it is not in our selection. So this is our room. We have done it. I will do it again, and this time I won't say anything, and we will see how much time it is gonna take. Simply the command of simply the command of line 5000, and then again 7500, and then again 5000, and then 7500. That's it. And here a line of 200 mm, and then I will come down 200 mm. I will go 5400 mm. I will go 7900 mm. I will go 5400 mm again. I will come down 7900 mm, and in the end I will make a selection and I will delete it. It will take just a very few seconds. So you have to work it. You have to try that. You can work in the same way. So now we will do some finishings here. First of all, we will give our room text. So to do this, how we can do, in see here I have allowed that we can use copy command, copy. So this text is already there. We will just copy it by typing co. After that it is asking select objects. We will select our object, right click, give a base point or displacement, whatever you want to say, and then we will bring them here. I will do it again, repeat it again. Keep it in your mind that copy command we are going to study in detail in our future lessons. copy, we will give the command of copy. It is asking select objects. We will select our object. Our selection, once it is done, we will hit enter, spacebar, or right click. Now it is saying copy specify base point. So I can choose my base point from anywhere. Now it is saying, it is asking specify second point. So second point means where I want to keep this copy. I want to keep it here somewhere. So I will click here, and that's it. This click is left click. When I am saying click means left click, and when I will say right click, I will mention it as right click. Okay, escape and finish. Now the name of our room is room 1. So just type room 1. Oops, let me make it in capital letters. There is option for that as well, but I will show it later on. Now we want to change this. See, if I am selecting, it is showing the layer is 0. When I will select this wall, it is saying it is in a wall. Now if anybody is here, and let's say if I will make a window here, in the short form I am doing this. Let's say if there will be anything like this, if any person will come, when he will click, he will understand, yes, this is a wall. And when he will click here, he will say, no, it's not a wall, it is something else. So the same way, this text must be in a layer as well, in its unique layer. So we will select it from here. We will go to properties, and in properties from 0 we will change it to a text. See, it changed everything. And now we want these things also into the same layer. For this we will select the command of match properties by typing ma, enter. First we will select our host or our source, this is, and after that where we want to apply the changes, we will click there. By this selection, a small selection means select everything, and that's it. This is room 1. And now again we will copy, copy, select object, right click, and give a base point, bring it down. It is coming like this. So we know ortho by F8. Yes, ortho can work not only on lines but on anything. So we will place it here, and we will mention room 1 plan. I will plan and top view, and again, so I will just move it. Okay, how I am moving I will not tell you. Okay, so just kidding. Just copy it and try to bring it in a way that it come in the center, not in the center actually. That was a mistake here somewhere. And just room 1 plan top view. Why I am writing it like this, so you will understand that we are practicing on plans, because many people, after spending a lot of time, unable to sort out what is the difference between plan and what is the difference between elevation or section. So these two things are gone. Now we will draw our leader here somewhere. So type LE, and yes, we know the nearest, so we will pick nearest point and we will hit F8 to get a straight leader. Leader is done. We will simply type MA because we want this to be in text layer. We will select our host and we will click here. That's it. Now see, we will again give the command of copy, and this time we will use a proper base point, and proper base point lies here, this end point. We will copy from this end point and we will paste it onto this end point. That's it. Oh, we have view cube again. That's not fair. I turned it off. How it come back? Just close it. We don't need you. You are for 3D guys. Okay, that's it. So now I will type 200 mm. Always keep in your mind that wall thickness, standard wall thickness is 200 mm, and this is typical. Typical means that it will apply to all walls. Okay, if there will be a different depth, we have to mention it. So now we are going to give these dimensions here. For this, what we are going to do, we will change our current layer to dimension. Now see, our current layer dimension has been changed, and moreover, if I will click here to the layers ribbon, you can see that here ADIM is our current layer. Now to give the dimension, we will simply type DLI, dim linear. This is my first point, I clicked it. This is my second point, I clicked it, and I will just give a direction, and my direction is upwards. So we have this dimension here, dim linear. It was easy. Again, DLI dim linear, I will click to this end because this time I want my y-axis dimensions. And now we will study the command as well. DLI, it is asking specify first origin line. So this is my first line, he is saying second line, this is my second line, and now he is saying give a direction. So I made a direction, and like this we have given these two dimensions. But here comes a little difficult task to give the internal dimension. Actually it is not difficult, but for the beginners it could be. But if you will practice make everything perfect. DLI dim linear, this is my wall, because our wall, I said it is 200 mm, but in some cases our wall could be 100 mm, in some cases it could be 150 mm, 200 mm, 250 mm, up to 300 mm. So we have to tell the person who is going to work on site that your wall thickness is 200 mm. So this is my first point, this is my second point, and I just gave a dimension 200 mm, and now I have to make it internal dimension. Now if I will type DLI, so again I have to select something like this. Oh, I missed, I lost it. This is not good. It will not good, because it will not be good, because see, if you are in a room, everything must be aligned, as you can see it here. So means DLI is not a good idea in this place, so we have to try something else. So what I will do, we will go to DCO, dim continuous. So first by DLI I will give dimension, because DCO will not work in this case. Now if I will type DCO, what it will do, it will start from the end of my last dimension, and this is my last dimension. So means our dimension will start exactly from here, and it will go onwards, and it will follow the same fixing everything. DCOC, it started automatically from here. I ended it here, and the next dimension will start automatically from here. Again I will do it for you. If I will type DCO, this time it will start from here. So what I will do, I will again give dimension dim linear. Now this became my dimension, my last dimension, and this is my alignment. So from right here DCO will start. This started from here, it ended here. So what to do now, we have to make them aligned. So first remove this thing. Now here I will just click on this thing. See, we got our grips here. If I will change this grip, it will change my dimension, but we don't need to change our dimension. We just need to move it a little away. So I will click on this arrow, this grip, and I will just drag it slightly. That's it, that's fine. Now I will click on this grips, this dimension to get my grips. Now I want to shift the text this way, because this arrow and this arrow means the dimension in between, and in between we have two dimensions. For the people like me, we can understand that this is for wall, but for the persons who are going to work on this site, it will be confusing. So why we want, and there is no need to make them confused. So just click here and drag it here. I dragged it here. What happened? It is adjusted, but my arrows moved away. So I have to be very careful. I will zoom in and I will get the grip of arrow and I will drag it down. So it is adjusted. Same thing I will do here. I will just click on this dimension. I will drag this arrow and the first here and then down. It is adjusted as well. Now I will bring it in. So that's it. Not very difficult. Just practice it. Now I will do it again. Watch carefully. Dim linear. This time I will come from down to up. I can come this side. I can come this side. For your ease, I am coming from this area. This is my first point. This is my end point. Okay. I have adjusted this dimension. Now I will make DCO, dim continuous. DCO, then enter. Automatically it started from here and I finished it up here, and again I come here. Now first of all we will fix this thing, this 5400. I will move it away. It is not move, actually it is stretching. We are stretching it away, but for the time being just say that I am moving it. Now I will click on this dimension. First I will select the grip. I will drag it upwards. After that I will drag it leftward and it get aligned. That's it, easy. Now this arrow, this dimension text, we have to bring it outside. Just select it, bring it down. It comes automatically. Now we have to align these arrows. So I will click on the grip of the arrow. I will drag it down and that's it. Before you do anything, just keep it in mind. Just press SE or just go to the snap settings from here. Make sure your endpoint, midpoint, center, quadrant, intersection, perpendicular and nearest is on. Okay, always make sure. In future we will also study about node and insertion, but for the time being just keep these all points on. Alright, so I think it's done. We done our exercise, so just keep on practicing it. I think the video is already lengthy, so I will upload another video for the next exercise. Just keep on practicing it. There are several ways to draw this room. Don't worry, in future we will discuss about all of them. So just draw this template and save it and copy it every time and rename on the name of the drawing. For me, no, I will not do so, because I have done it already. I am the one who created this thing. So just thank you. If you like my video, just subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends, everyone who wants to learn AutoCAD, and whatever you have learned, just pass it on. This is the best thing, the best blessing I think is to help others. I found many mentors and I want you to be mentor of someone as well. So Allah Hafiz, Assalamu Alaikum.